My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
The most topical issue was the issues are near war with the empower sector and the challenges are now a war. Fortunately, the announcement was made saying engineers no etumi aye juma ama all the turbines now back on stream ama some relief kakra only for weekend no the Bank of Ghana issues no to take over and the namsoma yeni onabo kojo upon kroma edi hu enkomo but kojo uwa haidie briefly on power challenges no utie energy minister or the president ebo apro kwa Akosombo ekohwe juma kese na engineers no relatively na stable kakra at least in the last 3 days me boy
say weekend be pimne there me Kumasi me de manifest mo me free Kumasi by nwumre say weekend na afra na otwe before no now bu ma na eduma but that weekend dem say ejina so kakra 1 or 2 posts on social media of but you know they be ameka say electrical sector na you running localized problems dia ubitumi akase emba yintumi nya da ekroni nyina be kase kania endum ya na enua no ne omunsam keka no omkeka in opposition no na right now is coming back to bite them na nka wo hwe system are running in Ghana and certain outages shouldn't be a problem and I say shouldn't be politicized and some could see wo hwe adwumaden a engineers here yewo Akosombo. Yes. The initial part no nanka politics be abem MD no you can say on step aside the investigation people even went echo media kokase NPP for na kwashiho which is very unfortunate. I don't see say be able to me in bit me I can say MPP ni be to me and I say amanyo semunti japade etesano obi akoshino engineers na idea they have been able to bypass control room no and they current electricity no directly to the control room in Tema. So right now they are doing the controls from Tema to supply the nation. And there are still pockets of problem across the country. I don't think say we are out of the woods yet, but it's better.
But you also believe it when the minister said the challenges no was exacerbated by Ijane Towo Akosombo.
Yes.
And once we deal with that, no. Nioma be stable relatively. The for the want of a better expression, the fear mongering and because it doom so banner. It was just down to Akosombo.
Yeah, na tembiano bibi sina abisia bibi kwan. Okay. Na ekroni nyina no. I think say na edru pempen so bia na nipa pi kankania dunduma sem.
Sure.
Social media, various media reportage, Kumasi, even Ashanti region, Emma Ashanti regional NDC chairman, Kokase, ECG 4 managers been a sabotage. Yes. The Monday before that, ECG MD call Kumasi, Ekuyi, and Ranti, you know, be free ho. Emma me crab me grantee interview say, na Ranti amuko yi womu, some you kanya dum no enjoy. And you know, those things na koso, was Santimemu and other parts of the country. And the Ibiso Muno, which is the outage, you know, from the fire, no, so we Akosombo, any pong, if free more, it's 1,200 megawatts. It's huge. Yes. Because Akosombo nyajuma pong to me nyajuma. And you know, I think that 4 or 5 days now, Akosombo ni pong. I think it was a national disaster. Until now, it's over. No, the real problems are existing. ECG for say overloading of transformers. Maybe they be a mekama say so we can say more. And you need to be brave. Obi mame in free if you mumbai no so free former bar. No nsiambo you be heard so buchia. Your mama busumi mi enso, your mama busumi nsion. It can't be forever. And me maka and I'm the sector we know and me tiasie sin nipa bebre. I made the man no and come me do a sector we at least from 2012 14 years me din come we on a daily basis. I just have sat in meetings. Our weather has a lot to do. Now no there's a lot is the weather is hot. So be able to say and we see June bosom pneumonia could July August weather never conform we don't use as much air condition as much until no ebema the reliever Ghana for you here no na maintenance we need you maybe sector nimuno or my after that no na ye behwe some say bosumi miensa bosumi nsia ye behwe say bosumi miensa de bosumi nsia is be October beba se kania na dumu se etia ye nko ba bia aja otwetwe apon wo he obema ye nkwane ahoden de ye betena ade ho nkomo.
That's fine. Pedro, minim what you think, baby. Our reporter when you're from Session Sonny Ade, Nioma is stable kakra in the last 3 days.
Yeah, very stable. Like I said last week, na a topic because my culture say a banyina kania ho asem no betimi de ayama yosem na so okọ from party anyama yosem because he doom lighter ye nsheda MB say efie A or B wan mo na ete ho na light no
yes
ye de bibia in fact we businessman
sure
kania ya na de be your business artisanal people and one of the your business even so we public service kania no in a way essential boy because who could do na kania ni wa ko yede obi banner was our render service they serve for instance minerals commissioner ye facilitation for every form of mineral right via for the minister to approve no na kania ni ho genset in so nya adwuma na say bibia nkoso no nti ya dia affect every facet of life but so far so good na komona na ekoso nyina no na kogina say impo before say na to renchem ne besi wa Akosombo no na ye were pockets of some lighthouse ne yibia na ekoso a ECG ene energy ministry paying for me at ase maka cho say atem no say we need light na omo hweso no omo ni wudi nkomo na omo bowa no ba say oh mon twen ochena ibenya light amegidi say eno ye since wo ntehwe wo hwa na be don hwe be adunu ni edumu kania untumi you cannot plan your life the way aduma wo ECG a wonni mu but enene de omo be ka kire ye say wo hwe the power sector na your generation transmission and distribution nti o hwe babia ye investment ekoye emre bi etwamu eno kran pono enesti ye ni reserves ekogina generation no nti free hydro no ye say ene saade a ye nkotema na ye kotema no so ye hwe say afoforo betumi abeka ho nti independent power producers ebamu ama ye bia kama aban dada no aban ye wosu ni even aban ye ba ya ansa na bandada ebani na kodu baby say ye generative ya say o say transmit na fedi to me a supply kwa fiefie mu baby wo ho a ye population akosoro akodu baby a afedi omo ete ho no kakra na overload aba distribution transformer ne so net triple tisade ayenhwe na yemfa program bi mra ebetumi aboa na titru enye supply transformers no distribution one akese no na yenche be 3000 wo memu sene be ya baby a population na ekosoro na enu nti kakra na omo machines no triple no ebetumi aye I think say eno so ekoso na ade ba ko a eye very significant nkomo a ekoso ya moka bi mo se Ghana engineers enye se bia me engineer nti me electrical engineer but Ghana one of the best engineers we have electrical engineers oko grade co oko VRA oko ECG aturenche mi esi kosiko bi eni ho ye engineers ya eno mode o madwen e ka bon ho esiesie ana ye nyasa yi nti o se e bo mo abaso na ye bo management a ewo both Greco Akosombo VRA efo nyina abaso any ministry modern ministry ni so a ensure san but measures no mo dia to ekwan mu no me hu ni say temporary the entire temporary ni say control room eshe na say bypass ya what it means ni say there's a main line so we need to go there ya may ni nko na afede ya nkoje ni nyina nkogu bypass ni so na no so koje ne ho a ni asanso yes I was say may ni ko which I know say the honorable minister and his team will do that and are doing that ti obi kania ni do obi ape na sisi aye say ni de emfa ho ni party awo emfa ho ni asori awoko emfa ho ni nton awobo Jinaswa, a boy in a bompire say, the Omayi, Ombekoswai, and there is so much investment in the energy sector under this regime, and we are hopeful, say, a big Jinaso, my yin and Kanyano. Very well.
And Cowboy opposition and Uncle Kasa or Mukasasa. I can't find something. It's I think, say, among your seminal, both parties should lead. And NDC in power. Ushe Omokasa more. San and Komo opposition no. Omokasaya. Anke nei ankasem ho.
Opposition the hope by
the desperation no there no any problem no afi no aka no nan wo so wontiase afi wo begina ban mu a na ye de ahye won sase e de ekoye mi ehwe na akofa insem bebraba eno ne de to make out here because me nya kasakama the na kania de obi ahia yes yin na yinim kania so obi ahia na de bi no obi aka na kania dum da kokra haram na mampanyi tina so na say insem bebre etino me de say but footwo ye de ma yenwa no ma say mama yenjai unnecessary politics will not help this country.
Yeah, it's true. I was going to ask with your experience and knowledge in the sector no the last analysis I may showed say now we've even eaten into a reserve margin as a country. And even now that Akosombo is back on stream full, you know, say any of the other plants, say Kim, we may be in deep trouble. Yes. It is if you have to advise the minister, baby, I was saying the focus areas see a power on your thing.
On say in Komo no, a Koma, yenum be from the civil society side no. Ya advice say I advise say even did the presentation to Parliament. Minya, on say the biameka say e bia wedding fee 9. Now maami akojom no akoto trousers for 6-year-old amount. Na yo hojo. Yeah. But in undi 7 no na your boske ubi nyina shim sure na maami akoto 10-year-old for amount na wa share ayo boske ba ubi nyina shim as a nation the bia yini every year estimated media me no basic crime ebinum about 8 to 10% growth a year.
Yes. And the commission said 12%.
Well, and the calculation it becomes a problem because as the capacity grows, we calculated 12% of the growth now, it becomes a bit too much. Yeah. And they are 12,000, 4,000. Okay, 10% to cry off.
That's so 400 megawatts.
Exactly, growth a year is a bit too much. We make it 250 megawatts.
Okay.
Minimum we grow about 250 megawatts every year. Say okay, excess capacity in Koma need in 2017. You design Koma in 2017. Because in 2017, when that was about 2,000 megawatts of power, now you're contracting, take or pay, you so OCTia. But as of 2019, no, NASA excess capacity in Koma. Because then no, we had now gone into 18 to 20% reserve margin now. No. As a nation, you need policy for reserve margin. Because on said excess capacity on its own is not a problem.
Sure.
The only time it becomes a problem is that there is no revenue stream to pay for it. As a nation, I will say some policy now, your revenue stream one. Yeah, was say okay at every point in time, or see 20% of our capacity as reserve margin, and this is how we pay for it. Say so, the bear 2 cities we become electricity home, not timemufo etia because it's a luxury. Say politician no osuro say obeko akọ contract capacity no na afia be ye na ekada ho eni ntumi ntua enti no hwe ya between 2017 and 2020 because of the excess capacity no the amount of PPAs are NPP are buying sign no na endorse almost sign the AXA in Kumasi right now almost sign AXA that is going to be up in Takoradi and there's also Senate which was also signed for Kumasi and not any new PPAs was contracted. That will come on. AXA in Kumasi is already generating, but combined cycle no Mugusu or Musi. The Takrady one is being yet to be built. Also, Muko PULC Minister Ama no objection. To also Muko PULC ko approval for pricing no. But say the wokan no. O share ye installed capacity. the dependable. Any right now where we are as peak demander is about only 800 megawatts, which we use 18 to 20% reserve margin. Now we are out of it. And as we grow right now, no, instead say anka as a nation, no, you be in front of the curve, no. Right now we are behind the curve. But the only reason is that you need policy to resolve that. There's no policy. PULC for yakan, ministry yakan, parliament yakan. Until that policy is made, say we are going to put this amount of money there for capacity for the future, or we are going to have. Bank of Ghana ayadia yenya somfaswa da ben na krum ha asembisi ya etimemufo enya somfaswa minya ya na NDC for no mo kasa ya no mo review o mo ho kakra yeti krum ha yi sa wo hwe ye debt stocker NDC for kasa bia no mo de eneka na DDP aba debt forgiveness na ye no ya nye debt forgiveness for NPP aban nkwa eka oboyo. President Kufuor Bresu ye call HEPIC. Yenya debt forgiveness. After HEPIC, ena ye papa Atamios befaye ekusi 2012. Ena ye papa John Dramani Mahama GM1 FIA from 2012 to 2016. By the time why ye call DDP na COVID see Russia-Ukraine war by a car near day na eson intina na ye room to breathe. Now you feel say a cano you need room I bit me piasa akanintino. You call IMF for policy and they are saying say look yen share your car no na you breathing space no sa cano na nye NPP for car omoboto honkwa wo na eye car ya boato ho nyina bepem that time no eno na ye koye hu DDP. President John Dramani Mahama first term 2012 to 2016 a car or boy ye to ho eye ene uhwe ye car ye da ho before 2024 no na 21.2 billion in the 4 years of John Dramani Mahama NDC, right? From 2012 to 2016 omo bobo sia 21.2 billion, which is 43% of your total debt stock. Nanadu 8 years obo busia 18.7 billion, which is only 38% of our debt stock. Nanadu 8 years busia boy and then John Dramani busia 4 years, the first 4 years no John Dramani NDC 2012-2016 is more than what the NPP did in 4 years, in 8 years. Enti samo bossa kane to ho na obi aba na oye ho adwuma na yare etise aba COVID na yakọ Russia-Ukraine na Ghana ho kira ba na yakọ for debt structuring na enye NPP kankwa na yakoye debt structuring Ekana momo bottle ho 2012 to 2016 which is 43% of our debt stock and also kahoni yakoye debt structuring. Now obi wa minka se minchro Governor Siama on one kasano he is disappointed in himself. Se ubetumi abo ni tape ye ni swearing in no. What was that tape no?
Mate, I've listened to that tape.
Thank you.
Okay, so be making sure.
Or send the priority. Governor Siama yes swearing in no. Or send the priority is to reverse the negative equity to positive equity. On one priority. So today, Governor Siama is disappointed in himself. But you see, Obi, me feel say ya can't ama friend is saying numbers no ya the numbers no aye yankofo bebre ma ayo mansu hu ba yenin ko mi kakra ni etiefo enin ko mi kakra. And this wo be some catch say it doesn't matter emfa hu sika wo be say no as long as ya the inflation about 3.2 emfa hu sika ya say no as long as dollar edru 10. But as some of them busa NDC for ni say sa sika na almost say no hwan mu ni tua say sika no ya timemfo ya. There is an agreement between Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Finance say as of January they have signed an MOU say they will recapitalize the Bank of Ghana. Ministry of Finance of Fiscal enya eto ayen yetua enti wo de u feel say eni no robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yes, oh, dollar above. ye maame nom ne ye papa no mo ko fast spare parts kra nyoma ba no dollar na aba from no okoduru porta otua 10 cedis a ene so otua 200 cedis because AIC ho me maame ko fa potomanto free China no otua 93,000 the same goods arrived he's supposed to pay 350,000 $20 na o say aba from na o de ko fa adwuma ne ba ye do emfaso na e wo so no ene de. Why are you na identity then oje tax akese? Oje tax akese because of a kabise na obogu hodo. Obi, hwe mami ka sem kitu abi hwe. Say you feel say ye tikro ni mu. Na ye de eka ebeto ye nim. Na bibia ye bia no ya ma eka eda ye nim a. Everything bi di bibia no e cost 90. E kusi 0. Because ene say okase u ko dwaso. Naso bisi dollar aba from dollar mba from Musimo de free 24% aba 3.4. Wow kasa no minwe kasa no o say enam COVID ni Ukraine war into no inflation could do 54%. NPP the inflation from 54% about 24%. How many points is that? 30 points. So 30 points now the inflation free 54 about 24 no. How much did it cost the nation? Ye fair no to chain. Ye ba mu 2017. Na inflation ye 14.7. Nanado the first term from 2017 to 2019 or the inflation free 14.9 about 7.1 single digit. Inflation was single digit until 2019 a COVID by a cost ye saying. In fact, 2017 Bank of Ghana a positive equity of 2 billion or ye faso 2 billion into unya positive equity. 2018 Bank of Ghana a faso of 2 billion positive equity. 2018 2019 omeki 5 billion in faso, right? Positive equity. Obi at the inflation every 14.7 about 7.1. Emma Bank of Ghana to me a day SN Yamfaso with positive equity. Enti modie moba abemu bia mufu say ye de sika ene ye bibia. Obi say ye de sika ene ye dia. Then where's the innovation? See if you say ye ba abemu now we can throw money at everything there. And this if on kwani abanya omoba they think money solves everything. Oh, you hear coin, you hear way $10 billion. Hey, how are you going to fund 10 billion? Yes, oh, yeah, the royalties between yeah, the oil, yeah, the gold royalties between yeah, the oil royalties between. Me could you pokuma tena say I am shishimu, I am kontano. Sa 10 billion no using sa MEF for royalties no 80% to consolidated fund using the the revenue from oil, the petroleum revenue consolidated fund ABF says sikana ene looking at the bar to 2025 yeah the 11 years in between sa 10 billion no ene NDC for ama contract up to $10 billion. In 4 years, they will not have that money. Uye calculation unless say President Mahama catch them and say, oh, my pager means Marco Bobusian to contract for Kadia. Fine. Any Okobobusian to contractor for car. But a ye car or then Obatoma a chirimbano and abitia. This is the same NDC government that came 2016 Omoboka 21 billion at 43% of our current debt. Any Makoye Musuo there be DDEP. Yes, DDEP no AMU is both NDC and NPP because Momo 21 billion I'm born in 2012 eka DDEP no enti no mama mo nya ne say DDEP no NPP nkwan na DDEP. The debt is the both political parties NPP and NDC yen aba mu abeboka to ayekoye debt restructuring.
But he makes the point sir wohwe nkomo we a ye DCC ana. Don't just focus on the loss. See the loss as a cost for stability. Ghana for nyina say omani den eje ho because the inflation about from cedi to dollar is stable kakra for a long time. Ama omutimi predict any sa nneoma. In the see it as a cost for stability. Of course, we can disagree on value of the loss. Said you all can say 15 billion. No, meaning say
15.6.
No, meaning say why legal accountancy in the at least or appreciate statement of financial position. Yes. When you go into the reporter, it is not 15 billion. But that's another.
Let's give
argument.
that to them.
That's another argument. But no, can say whatever that loss may be, the cost for stability Ghana for enjoy.
And make us say this is not the first time Ghana enjoy stability. And make us say 2017.
But the numbers now are historic.
No.
3.4% inflation.
Obi, what's the difference between a 7.1 and 3.4 inflation? What's the difference? You see, sa inflation na omo ye no 3.4 no. Emi ya say onzo all kasa or de Israel Iran war be shemu. Yen kan Russia Ukraine say there be omo ntiase. All kasa no or the Iran Israel America war be shemu. Look, the media numbers will come. Media numbers bar ubehu say 1, they are not meeting their targets. 2,
in terms of revenue,
they're not meeting their targets in terms of revenue. The economy is slowing down. Sa open market operations na Bank of Ghana and in mopping up liquidity from the market, a doom jane war economy, it has slowed down the economy. So the growth, you kind media budget now, look out for manufacturing growth, look out for service growth, and look out for other growth. Agric input the mobile no money she, but now the investment NPP in 2025 you saw the growth in agric. It was only policy a mass growth, So it's the historical growth, historical investment that is giving that growth. But the economy on the whole will slow down. And it's slowing down and not because of the war. It's slowing down because of actions a Bank of Ghana taking here in mopping up liquidity. And you could do my sister chrome. Scanaway. You see, and you want me to see. Enter make us a sassam no more kasi yen economy no enya no credit say. And you want me to see. Cost of living a high. So cost of living a higher. Inflation no is only a mathematical number. It's not reflected on cost of living. And today school fees kosoro. And you want be brave kosoro. And today pay me obi pay. Oh, share pay right now can't tell over boni so. Pay 10 cedis nimbio. Pay 15 and 20 cities. I didn't think pay could do 15-20 cities. Next me man pay me dino me pay so because we need 15 cities. Assembly na say cost of living is high. Enti oma ye adwumamufo na ye tuo mo kano akatua enso. This year at the beginning of the year, I'm quite negotiation no. Ye na yet increase am the ma adwumamufo, right? Enti workers are getting less money. And now the cost of living e cost no. Almost until there is less money in the market. That's one. Almost to me bank akoje bosia. Na kakra ba umbotom president Adaruma also unyeska utumi di be e side check ni sa nyoma no. On e no spread the wealth no. And bank emma obi abosia and a side check akonya bi. According to in the voice of JM. Ebachoti ase. Enti oh, that's what no can me kind the voice of JM no be ache say nyame kuju na me kan JM na kan. Enti anyone me no asi okronim say e be say the make no cost of living was wrong. Enti obo workers seek nso wo. 2 anka dwumafo anko metumi akọ bank akọje bosia na anka bank abom bosia no. Commercial banks no will rather give the money to the Bank of Ghana and get interest from the Bank of Ghana, which is the open market na ye kan wasem no. Dan so mis kan matimemfo. Enti na ne no sika eni krom no. Because there are farmers, there are omo tonyoma ekotunyoma free ekuafo ho. So now there is no money. And to kojomo yesikani krum yentade no. It's as a result of Bank of Ghana nyoma na oma yedo. And if you have inflation at 3.2, dollar at 11, how good is that ene ukojaswa? Kotudu kojakesiem ko asaf market ko Rollins Park ko Kaneshi. Yentade. And it's not, you see, yet not radio using TV so kasa. And listen for you say a NPP for ne kasa. It tells you the arrogance of power. They are removed from the realities of the nation. Obia bekachro say yantadie. Adintra sika any krum. And you have mopped up what's the sike wo krum nyina kogu Bank of Ghana eji ho ensi ho. Osio the inflation about 3.2 yemo ensemaye. What do you think say Obi sanka sika kakra wo krum? Nanka mema yembento asem kakra. na ka yetumi abo life na etonyoma na in the voice of JM side chicks what to be anka ye manyoma ento. So you need to balance it. That 3.2 and 7.1 no, there isn't much of a difference. You could have kept your inflation at 8 and still achieve what you want to achieve. But see, the OECD countries who have inflation at 3.1 no, they don't expect a growth of more than 4% though. But you can't be a developing nation like Ghana who expect growth of more than 6% and want to have inflation at 3.2. Onze mema ye ko shop ne ko to sheta ye nsusu o kwa oso mu ye next size 17. Yeah, the next size 17 ma wa shet in the shower echo adintra because there are certain parameters it comes with a next size of 17. There are certain parameters that comes with inflation of 3.2. Ghana, we don't have those parameters. So having just one of the thing, no, all the others are failing. That is where the problem is. And NDC for they don't understand these things. They don't. And the reality on the ground is that a man can phone no moji. A man can phone the old dollar above form, inflation above form. How is that? And no, how is that faring with them?
Yeah, how that is faring with them, and it's the rate at which our prices be costro and costros are.
Yes, prices being. You see, that's the mistake I did. My kind of platform, they say, "Many Dr. Alasan, it was our problem, no."
Yes.
And you man bang and no basket in him. Maybe and you man, you say me can't pay us pay any basket in him. School fees, means our basket in him. But oko come so na free senior high school. And remember you be bromesis no a primary school and a biggest problem yes secondary school problem kesi one cry ha any ku kesi un primary school and obi am fa the bank side to be and obi a adwuma the back primary eco private school enti sa nyoma no ekosoro electricity akwa by in 2025 electricity went up by 28%. So how are you saying said inflation is at 3.2? And Obi, there is this natural thing year on year in Ghana. For nothing at all. I feel super Obi atunyumem. I don't know how if you see it.
Yeah.
And you're natural. Oh, last year me told you say you did bro we now aba manfaka kranka ho. It's a natural thing. It might not be as high. Another big problem Omo Shenkan our Bank of Ghana should address is coins in go for
NGB especially one peso
coins and oko baby bra say NG coins and no equity a lot of problem because adie no se nipa no onin sisandia now rounding it up.
Yeah.
Me pachot ya say onin sisan no rounding it up
for na year say o betu mu no now who sell the budget 60 pesos and not 70 pesos. So because on your coins in one city, which is outrageous.
So
3 pesos more. That's a lot.
That's a lot of money. So it is your man. Yes, it is your man. Affecting in the Bank of Ghana had a lot of these things to do. It is also just near your education be near to make sure but the reality on the ground is that break.
Yeah.
Obi.
Yeah.
It's
true. Oh, we
have 10 minutes more to wrap up.
Okay. Wait, 5 now. It was a position and said DS ne ba pa o. Because the who are senior I can't serve no. Mama Oti simple kura. And we here no mo wa be no mo call Bank of Ghana 48 billion any the momo. And now I say yeah there sika nkwan na we ya dream. And we are mobile. Omote dase abra no mo kura so. No money nam. Na obehwani akwaje 2.5 billion ne ade abohu momome. Ne akoye se akwanya 3 billion.
But engineers mo can reset o. Mo can reset. Me dey be ya ne say mo can reset no. Ye mu binim say okay fine. E bi anyoma bi anko yi no. Anka mo ba na nka aboye nsema mama.
So yeah reset.
Oh reset no mo ja. Oh the
reset no
mo ja. Reset is you give it up on the reset.
Senior na me dey wasem na waka say yes kura wonim ho no sebe wadwenim ho nti wasem ne bia na me twade ye dase say the one wo kan say yenuanom NDC fo no they don't know it and bibia mo peska me say brokojo he's doing his civil society organization elements and no dey fine but what has NPP need your bra they wa kan dey enye dwuma because enche bia ena mo firi abam no records na mo jaye no ene de na nyepe when eba bank kura na ye kokwaje bosia wo ha obi meni onim say interest rate ene abafom but that said no o kan sembi say enoma bi wo ho a enka basket no ho na say no kra ba kope NPP for mbe di opposition na mama na kwaye say sabe nyansabo akwa monko na wiase nyansa nyina mo akekere di akwa opposition na because emra na mo ho inflation no ma ye the indicators na no ma wo basket ni mu no na wo ho Brian sign inti na no na mo wo ho na kodu 54 wo say ye mo yensem mamu because mo to me at by 30 percentage points am number 23 now you tell us say sisi na what 3.2 ne de ye misa na de ba mu ne wom oh na no na mo 54 na about 23 na de ba mu na ne wom look yanka no kre abanya etisui is doing something right especially on our economy na no mana koso no the baby cost ebeba inti common ye di say for instance yemfa ne say even domestic gold purchase program no say a kaba be 9 billion but 2024 year they bought less extremely less there was a cost of about 5 billion meboa obi meboa so be catch them say asemo pedro okay inti relatively no
omo deny say any audited report but that cost
but it is a fact say there was a cost for the domestic gold purchase program both for gold for oil and gold for reserve you share the current regime here you share normal bit to say a kwanya ye faso manage the city in a way you have an argument say oh obi ekodwam na normal bo akosoro kakra ba obi you pointed out to him yen kanokre yen nyina ye to normal wodwam emre bidruye na the rate at which na ekono enye sa netie ne eno so eye plus because eye omanfo no enenya sa amfaso no inti economy die abambia ba it is expected na medical kachira woro say normal bo ebe kosoro kakra ba ye de ye ba ye no kra no normal bo no e sha se na eba from ebi so age9 na kakra bi mo so enso ema akosoro we have become victim of our own success and normal ejira ye no NPP need to make sure say oh na dey say fuel akosoro meanwhile time no mo ba mu in 2017 no na 1 gallon enye 17% enye 14 cedis na omujai 1 liter enye 14 no omujai no on be toy somewhere up around 1.2 ameboa enso mo kono na do 14 obi aba 1 year twem bosum bi okra beda so wo de 14 na ba 13 na fi 13 na ko 13.3 na wo momo kasa. Meanwhile the world market price na wo time na man ko 14 no enye pia ebrosa so it means somebody is doing something right nti kodo no kra sa mamuo na mobuye no mo toto normal basa na Ghana fo hu say ye ba ebetumi a reset ntia na wankasa kra ogitum say e wo say ye reset no because anka bibia ye anka meji say reset no kra wo so but the truth of the matter ni say reset no e koso na e koso de wa ye pe no no enye si amomo pe no because wo wasa de mfie nwotwe wa ma ye mfie ba ko ni bosom kakra ye guso e de no ma etoto na akwamu okoba na wasanso abe wo de bibia bebom ase na nkofo yo mo ka asemi enye omo na anu ya kika mo ka Bank of Ghana boy ye nyina eye be 61.4 billion no ene 15.6 omo aye press conference be edu because na say abai ba ye na nka na anu abai
so omo aye ba kope
obi na so why bi why ba ko na was Wednesday omo sanso aye bio ene so mo ko media to because what say unya ruling party Oma scandal why ye diama na wunya bi obi woti asem kakra bi adon say wafa the World Cup and no be NPP before ye because obi a wo Bank of Ghana wo ba mu a Bank of Ghana extra 48 billion ama wo wie ye enu nti no na wo say ye domestic debt exchange program say ne be ya 13 billion ye be ebeteteka no ye wie ye sanso aboka ewo wa penso asa aka no omanfo no enya so mfaso bia aban foforo aba ayiyi to bi mu afri omanfo ne so eno sanso a stabilize Ghana ye cedi no ne NPP for din komoni bia na wadran wa bisa se ene na sembe na no mo ka kire ye no because ene omo ka kire say inflation kura o ma ne ba from bebra mfaso bia ni so exchange rate no so kura no o ma ne ye stabilize bebra na say e ba what devalue meanwhile Emra no mampanyim Akufo-Addo oyo candidates opposition leader samra no na $1 eye just 1.8 cedi osi cedi na hata dodo nene kura na ye mpo yesi ya de amema dwimo ebetumi aba mo no number 10 omo wia no maka kire say ye devalue no da obi na ye 1.8 osi cedi na hata intenu nti wo de ba omi eba so you ask yourself na ba omi ansem no mo can do they really mean it sanko no obahwe exchange rate okache say covid levy anko be ye free ene ye free wo mo se ye nya revenue o so be yi betting levy free wo me
fa 2 minutes
anka me because the aye dey na kwese obi a o ti play mu a wo ma ne konko wo fo nti ma me land ma me fa runway ni so na me si from kakra won nti obi enkomo na me di ewie no omo ka sa nko be yi betting levy free wo ye yi free wo mo se scan ye be fa no so amagana for dream say bawumia de omo they didn't mean them
na yen ka say they don't mean a premise but me can say be show o de is that me can me na me pe timemfo am no mu di nkomo obi say na e how wo Ghana na cost of living e wo soro because na inflation 54%. Yeah, the inflation is 54% by 24%. But I'm saying no crampone because I know still a how Ghana. Fine, let's agree. Don't you think say ankeneya inflation is 24% about 3.2 no? Anka a how na nanka a woho afra say no ankene anka swati. Is that what is happening in Ekosu Krumha? You go school no sa okaya. One if this is equals to this, if more, less device. And no as say na achi wo no timamufo enhwe wo masetena mu hwe say okay fine yam fa ne say NPP time no inflation is 54% na how e wo Ghana how na utim 2024 no the cost of living usika na enso nyoma no ene usika no eso ama usevu bi de kwa akurase koma ma ana. Those are the simple things we want Ghanaians to understand. And yes, yatena opposition tinyansa na badodo there be look asema na wo kan about Dr. Bawumia kanyoma bi no. Dr. Bawumia's proposal was to change our tax system in Ghana. You pay betting tax, you pay way okaya. Dr. Bawumia can say obema 3% of our GDP to the private sector to finance. So the deficit, no, it needs a binding fiscal to finance the deficit. Dr. Bawumia wants to give the deficit to the private sector. NTCAC hospital, private sector senior rent, ye to casa, private sector Tony Lisi, and they go ayano baye, or makoto a Metro Mass cars bibre. Metro Mass, the motomo crani go home in your passing and service. So why don't you give it to a private sector? Maintenance in a car. Need would you say, car need see a council and all service or lisi. The idea, Medemanusia, ye pon, Timemufontia say. Ye aban se onfa na dwene emudo emubuman ye nyi aban se omra na onfa timamufu sika emeye mento asem
dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good se open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV.